When I embarked on the journey of homeschooling our 7 children, I was filled with excitement and a desire to give them the best education possible. Like many parents, I felt the weight and responsibility to ensure that they received a well rounded and meaningful education. But as we moved through our days, something started to feel off. The joy and wonder that I had envisioned were often overshadowed by the relentless pressure to keep up, to move faster, and to check off all the boxes. It was during one of those chaotic days when a pivotal question arose in my heart. What if the key to a truly fulfilling homeschool experience wasn't in doing more, but in doing less? What if slowing down could actually enrich our learning journey? The question led me to discover what I now call slow learning, an intentional approach of homeschooling that prioritizes depth over breadth, joy over productivity, and meaningful connection over rigid schedule. Slow learning isn't about lowering expectations or abandoning academic rigor. It's about fostering a rich, well rounded education that respects the natural pace of childhood and the unique rhythms of each family. By choosing to slow down, we create a homeschool environment where learning becomes a joyful, lifelong journey rather than a race to the finish line. In the broader world of education, there's a consistent emphasis on productivity and timelines. Unfortunately, the homeschool community isn't immune to that pressure also. The drumbeat of faster is better often leads parents to a frantic state of doing and achieving, all the while wondering if it's enough. But when we slow down, we reclaim the joy that learning is meant to bring. Over time, I stopped measuring my success by how much we did or accomplished in a day, but began valuing the joy that we had experienced together in that day. Our best days became those where we laughed, explored, and marveled the world together, not because we checked off every box in our lesson plan, but because we were fully present with each other. Slowing down sounds wonderful in theory, but how do we actually implement it? Here are a few key principles that have helped me and us embrace slow learning in our homeschool life. So, think about depth over breadth. Whether you're following a curriculum or you're allowing things to unfold naturally, prioritize deeper learning over superficial mastery. Make sure you focus on what matters. Create a learning environment that does fewer things better. It's about appreciating the wonders of the world. Honor the time it takes to build knowledge, not just about getting the right answer, but appreciating the journey of learning. Make sure you think about a child-centered learning. Respect your child's interest and the time it takes for them to curate imagination and develop authentic skills. Make sure in your learning that you preserve wonder. Allow for spontaneity, surprise, and flexibility to linger on topics that capture their imagination. Creating a space for peace and adventure. Commit to creating a space for peace, adventure, and meaningful connections within your family. Redefine success. Success is not defined by how quickly or how much your child learns, but by the richness of the learning experience and the joy it brings. I want to share a few stories from my own homeschooling journey to illustrate the power of slow learning. The first story I have is our garden project story. Our, young, our youngest girls learned so much from starting a garden and selling baked goods at a local market. It became a living classroom where they learned about science, they learned about responsibility, and the rewards of patience and hard work. My youngest son struggled with reading, but by taking it slow, giving a supportive approach, he eventually developed a love for stories, discovering a way to read and learn on his own terms. We spent many hours exploring art in a slow, exploratory way. By taking our time, the children naturally developed their skills and created artwork that was uniquely theirs, a testament of the beauty of slow learning. In a world that often prioritizes speed and productivity, choosing to slow down in your homeschool can feel like a radical act, but it's one that's deeply rewarding. By embracing slow learning, you give your children the gift of time. Time to explore, to wonder, to grow, to build meaningful connections. Slow learning isn't about doing less, it's about doing what truly matters. It's about focusing on the quality of an educational experience rather than the quantity of material covered. It's about fostering love of learning that will carry your children throughout their entire lives. So if you're feeling the pressure to keep up with this fast-paced world of education, I encourage you to consider the alternative. Slow down, take a breath, and remember the best learning happens in spaces of joy, curiosity, and connections. Thank you for joining me today. If you found this video helpful, please give it the thumbs up. Share it, and even share it with a friend. Subscribe for more content like this. I'd love to hear your thoughts on slow learning. So leave a comment below, and let's continue this important conversation.